Oh I'm glad you did.
Yeah, I mean it was just us rambling, but so that one's done. This podcast is up now. We can check the video
Oh, and
later.
I can see TikTok videos too, can I? And have you react to them?
Um,
Or if I send you something, you won't be able to see it.
you can. I'm just gonna have
And then
to
we can just edit the video in there.
the video. Well, the video, yeah, I could edit in the video. It just wouldn't be in a live stream.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if I can
I
start
should hold your
recording.
phone up to the camera.
That's like I got this shit recording and streaming at the same time. Hopefully it ain't janky.
It's still not saying we live on YouTube yet.
No, it is. It's on my shit.
It's not showing me that we are. Oh yeah, it is.
That's like I got this shit recording and streaming at the same time. It ain't janky. You should pop up on yours.
Our live?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, bet.
They don't tell you how many people is watching and shit.
It tells you, yeah, we'll tell you. I think the one person watching is either you or me.
Yeah.
When people comment, it'll pop up on my OBS, or if you're watching the shit, it'll pop up too. If you're watching it right now, I can't hear it, so you can keep it playing if you want to.
Bet. I already been talking.
You said we've been getting this shit ready for 20 minutes. You want to go grab it as soon as it gets started?
My phone is at 4%.
Is that what you're recording on?
Yeah.
No. I mean, it's 3:30 in the morning. I doubt anyone's gonna watch right now. And if anyone does watch, it's gonna be like 10, 20 people of my viewers and shit. And who knows what they'll watch, but
the game is all about making content.
Yeah, no, I mean it's our first podcast, bro, and not really.
Content don't even gotta be good. It's gonna fail.
The
more content you have, the more like in the future, say we do get famous, nigga. This podcast will still be going and shit. People will still be watching it.
Oh yeah, for
like,
sure.
Like they probably gonna watch it now. Say we do get famous, nigga. They gonna go back and watch this shit.
I mean, shit, it's a live stream podcast too. Most podcasts don't be doing that shit. They'll cut out any of the dry segments, anyways. Which I mean, I probably will do since I'm recording this to upload. But I don't know. I don't think anyone would really decide to watch it as a video if they aren't going to try to watch it as a live stream.
Yeah, true. Not now, but I'm talking about in the future when we have fans.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a really good thing we did do it.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's the hardest step is just starting it.
Yeah.
But what were you saying? You was talking about we was talking on the phone for a while. We've been talking about doing this podcast for a while, but we just ain't put our foot on the pedal until right now.
How y'all doing? I'm SelfMadeDaDon, man.
Yeah, honestly, if y'all ain't watched any of my outros and shit, he's a good chunk of all the outro songs that I be doing. You can check him out on YouTube at SelfMadeDaDon. He got more music on SoundCloud than he do on YouTube right now, and he got a hella music say he just ain't posted, but he gonna do that shit. Y'all get on his head about it. tell him to drop that shit.
Or we can just do it like hit me up for it. We can do it like an NFT. I can send you the email with the song directly for $5.
Yeah, and then y'all can profit off his music. Y'all just
it off the iTunes page back to buying me music. I'll tell you the song for $5. That's how you do it. I've been wondering how you could like sell your songs at the mall. You can email it to them because I've been thinking like nobody has CDs. You can't put it on a floppy drive. To go out and hustle your CD. You fucking email it to them. Why the fuck did I think that shit?
Are you talking about just selling that shit independently to people? Like
you standing outside.
Like you standing outside the gas station asking for people's emails. y'all send me some Cash App bread.
For years I've been trying to figure out how I could like go out in public and sell my shit.
I think
I never got his email. I was thinking like CDs, but nobody's gonna listen to a CD. Flash drive. I couldn't think of nothing.
I think you a decade behind your time, man.
What?
I think you like a decade or two behind your time.
Yeah, real shit.
You gonna send
I
that
said
shit?
email.
You gonna send that shit to somebody? Then they're gonna tell their homie talking about, yeah, it's just $5 Cash App, and they're like, why don't you just send it to me?
Real shit.
Yeah, no, that NFT shit went crazy for a while. I know Tory Lanez made hella bread off it. I don't know how, unless he just made like
fans made hella money.
Who? His fans?
His fans made money off of it.
Yeah, I guess you could resell it, huh?
He said they bought it. He said he sold it for $5, and his fans were able to sell it for $60,000.
You said he sold it for $5?
He only sold it to 100 people. He only sold 100 of them
for $5.
Or it was something like 1,000. It was something.
I think probably probably 5,000. Probably 5,000. And then they made 60,000.
Yeah, it was something stupid, bro.
Because $5 per 100 people, that's $500.
But I was thinking, like, what if somebody leaks that music? But then again, nobody's gonna fucking leak it, because then, like, you wasted your $5,000.
See, bro, I don't get none of that NFT shit, like, at all.
Or maybe, like you said, it's a digital footprint, so as soon as it gets put out, you can hurry up and have it taken down. But by then, it's too late on the internet these days, though. It's already clipped. And
that's why the NFT shit never made no sense to me. It's like, motherfuckers are selling images like people just can't screenshot it. Same with, like, I mean, they do that shit with OnlyFans and shit too. Like, you can just screenshot an OnlyFans bitch's picture.
Unless they got like super security amped up, where the second you're trying to post it, it's saying no. That would be crazy.
Bro, what was that one app that there was to where when you took a screenshot, it just took a screenshot of a black page? Was that Kick?
I don't know. Cash App did that.
Snapchat does that?
No, Cash App used to do that when you tried to take a screenshot of your card.
See, bro, Cash App, or not Cash App, Snapchat, they won't even tell you if someone screenshotted your shit no more. Like, they'll tell you someone screenshotted it, but they don't tell you who no more. Unless I'm using that shit wrong. But I be getting my shit screenshot all the time, and I can't find out who did it ever.
Oh, if you're getting more than 200 viewers, then that's why.
Are you serious?
But it only shows you the first 200 people. So if it wasn't one of the first 200 people, you won't see it.
No, it was. But I just posted something on there just now where I only had 6 viewers and it had one screenshot, and it wouldn't tell me who viewed it.
Oh.
Unless you're talking about like 200 friends and shit, but then it's like, why the fuck?
No, it would have to be. No, I'm saying viewed 200 times.
Even that don't make no sense.
That's how it does that's how it does. Like, after 200 people view your story, you can't see who else is viewing it. It'll tell you have 250, but you can only read 200 names.
Oh, it'll tell you who viewed it, but it'll tell you who viewed it, right?
But it only tell you 200 of them. So if you got 300, you won't see the other 100.
Yeah, man, I remember whenever that shit first started happening.
Then it says, and 99 more.
That don't even make sense. It's like, why?
I don't know. Like, they just ran out of internet to write on.
But bro, Snapchat's the last place where they give a fuck about your security. It's like, I don't think there's any other app that works with the feds more than Snapchat.
Real talk, what?
Maybe Facebook. I don't know. I don't think motherfuckers trust Facebook enough to test it though.
Facebook is the feds. They don't work with the feds. They are the feds.
Yeah, bro, they done been to court talking about that shit, I think.
Bro, you know how many court cases are won because of Facebook?
Probably a big percentage of them.
And then on top of that, how many court cases use Facebook, period? The first place they look when they hear your name is
Facebook.
Fucking Facebook.
Yeah, bro. And they got so many undercovers on that bitch too. I wonder,
bro.
Can they do that shit like just statewide, or is it got to be federal?
For what?
For them to be able to like start doing that shit, like cops and shit.
To what? Make fake profiles?
To make fake profiles, or to like get access to your information and shit. Because I know it's like insanely hard for the feds or anybody to get a warrant to bug your phone. Like, it's damn near like unheard of.
I think it's illegal because, bro, when they did it to me, I kept calling them out about it and they kept denying it. So like they didn't want me to know that they had a fake profile. And that's how they got my location.
Yeah, like they were just trying to get
N-word, my mama the N-word. So I eventually told them, pull up and fight then. As soon as he pulled up, police was there, like 8 cars. Like what? That don't make no sense.
So they were trying to get you
I kept
outside.
telling
So
him,
they were
y'all
trying
was
to get you. They were trying to get you to admit that shit outside, though, right?
what?
Like they did the undercover shit, and they pulled up talking about like, "Yo, what's going on?" Trying to get you to snitch on yourself.
Yeah,
But they
but
wasn't.
they was entrapping me, bro. Because at the same time, he kept calling me the N word, saying he was gonna rape my mama. So that's entrapping me into a crime. Like you can't. Police can't do that. They can't
Yeah.
antagonize you. They wanted me to bring. Never mind. But they wanted me to be mad and do something stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure, bro. But yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that's got to be like definitely entrapment. But it'd be so hard to prove that because you'd have to get like a federal order to get their shit searched through. Like
Yeah,
I
real
don't even
talk.
know. I don't even know if you get a lawyer to do that. It had to be pricey for real. To get your
Yeah,
lawyer to
because
get
they're
like
just gonna
the
lie and
judge
say that they was doing a random. Yeah.
to get a lawyer to get the judge to get a search warrant on the police department.
Yeah. Good luck, buddy.
Yeah, there ain't no way there ain't no way that's ever happened. Honestly, if it has, it's got to be like some motherfucking Al Capone shit.
Real shit. Or unless they deleted that shit and they don't care. It's deleted. Go
Yeah,
ahead, look.
that's the thing though. Is like, bro, the feds they be getting away with so much fucking shit, like so much fucking shit, and they don't ever get in trouble for this shit. Like they'll hide information from the defendant just because they know that they'll make them not guilty.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, facts, bro. Like, why are you doing that? Don't you care about my innocence?
They don't. It's a
Like, if you
game to
know,
them,
if you
though,
got some
man.
evidence that's fucked up. If you got some evidence that could say I'm innocent, why would you withhold that?
It's crazy. It's crazy because the DA is paid less than a not the D.
Public
The DA,
defender?
the public defender. Yeah, the public defender is paid less than the DA, and yet they still go the hardest. It's like
Real shit.
Well, I
And
guess
they're paid by the DA's office, which is even crazier.
yeah.
They get their paycheck from the same person that the DA get her paycheck from. The prosecutor get their paycheck from. It's like the same people. They work in the same office together.
But the DA gets paid more though, right? Because they go through private pays.
Oh yeah.
Unless it's court appointed.
No, yeah, the prosecutor's getting paid more. Yeah, definitely.
The prosecutor?
Yeah.
I would really like the state
they
pays.
Get paid more than the public defender. Because people ain't paying the public defender. You supposed to pay your public defender.
And the public defender is state appointed, right?
Yeah, and they defend you. A prosecutor he works for the DA.
The defense attorney, or the district attorney.
The district attorney is like the head of that office, and then the prosecutors are like his workers in the office. They still go to trial. They're the lawyers.
And those all work for the state.
Runs the office.
And those all work for the state or for the feds.
No, over the court's jurisdictions. So like St. Joe has one.
See, bro, I must be a little too drunk right now because
St. Joe has one district attorney, but he has like 5 prosecutors that work for him.
So that's all state or town, right? Like the
city. Yeah. No, not city. It's state. It's a state court building.
See, I be getting
if you're fighting a felony, so any felony is a state case.
Yeah.
Or it could be a fed case.
Yeah.
Any misdemeanor is a city case.
Right.
No, yeah, any misdemeanor is a city case.
Well, no, because okay, yeah, it might be a city case, but it's still
that's why you
can
can't
be
go
indicted
to prison for misdemeanors.
Right, but you can still be indicted in a town in a different town, but as long as you're in the same state, as long as it's a misdemeanor, right?
Like if you have warrants for it.
Like if you got a warrant for the shit and it's a misdemeanor, you can get indicted as long as it's in the same state and no matter what town you're in.
Yeah, they gonna come. You talking about they gonna come pick you up?
Yeah. Well, they won't pick.
They won't come pick you up for a misdemeanor. Extradited. That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah. That's what I said. Extradited. Or I said expedited, huh?
Nah, you say indicted.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
But yeah, extradited. Yeah, but they will. Yeah, if you're in another state with a misdemeanor, it won't even show up. Your misdemeanor won't even show up in another state.
No, it'll show up because whenever I got pulled over in Colorado, they was talking about my shit in Kansas, but they just couldn't do nothing about it. They just
No,
told me.
I'm saying like, oh, for real?
Yeah, you was with me, bro. You don't remember that? We got pulled over on the way back
Hold
from
on, what
Colorado.
happened?
We got pulled over on the way back from Colorado. It was you, me, and Nova.
Oh, okay. And you told them what?
And they came up to me talking about I got warrants in Kansas, and they told me to go turn myself in.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah.
And then I've
You
also had
got
that.
felony warrants though, don't you?
No, I got misdemeanor warrants.
Oh, okay. So maybe I can see it.
Huh?
I said I didn't know they could see it.
Yeah, no, because they told me about it. They told me about it in Colorado, and they also told me about it in Missouri one time whenever I got pulled over.
I remember that now that you say that, yeah.
So they can see it, they just can't do nothing about it. They because it's not legal to extradite somebody from another town or from another state if it's a misdemeanor. But if it's federal,
are basically town laws. You know, you can commit a felony here and go to another state and it not even be a charge.
I don't think that's true.
It is true.
Sure?
not be a charge, but you can go somewhere else and it be a misdemeanor.
Oh yeah, like the charge that you get in some other town might like a misdemeanor you caught in some town might be like a felony you caught in some town might be a misdemeanor in another state.
Yeah, ain't that crazy?
Yeah, I mean that's just how the state laws and shit are though. That's just with anything. Like in California, I think it's legal. It's not. It's like a misdemeanor if you steal. It's a misdemeanor with no jail time. If I'm correct on the shit, it's a misdemeanor with no jail time if you steal under $1,000 worth of goods.
But somewhere else it'd be something else.
Yeah, it'd be a misdemeanor or a
but
felony.
You would think if y'all's motherfucking law is so good and so pure, then why the fuck is there so many variations in this shit?
Because I feel that 100%, but at the same time I kind of like it because it's like if you don't like the laws in one state, you can still go to another state and like the laws. You know, it's like it gives you an option down there.
Real talk. I ain't think about it like that. Mix it up every now. Like I think it's DC possession of a drug is not an arrestable offense.
Well, I mean, shit. Like even with weed and shit, right now, like weed's a whole. I think a misdemeanor in jail time if you do it in Kansas. Like if you get caught with it in Kansas, but in Missouri, literally 20 minutes away from me, like I could go to Kansas in 20 minutes and be there. But yet they got a dispensary 5 blocks down, not even 5 minutes down the block from me.
Facts. But I'm saying like but no, possession is like even if you get caught with, say you get caught with hard drugs, they can arrest you. This lady had this case where she went to the Salvation Army and bought some clothes, and some of the clothes allegedly had drugs in them, and the cop pulled her over, arrested her, took her to jail and shit, and they made a state law basically saying y'all can't prove that because in order to commit any crime, you have to be in a culpable mental state. Which means in order to commit a crime, you have to know that you're committing a crime in order to commit a crime.
What? So, no, there ain't no way.
I swear to God, that's how I got off my case.
That means I could be blacked out drunk and kill someone and I could get away with it?
But you still know you're committing a crime.
But I don't, though.
You don't know. You do. When you're doing it, you know, type shit.
So what if I was like insane and I just lost my mind? Then I would.
That's why they make psych wards. That's why they say you're not eligible for trial.
Yeah. That's why people be claiming insanity. Yeah, that's why people be claiming insanity, right?
Yeah, you're not in a culpable mental state. You don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, so
the girl when she had the girl was basically telling them it was in the fucking Ross clothes, whatever it was. And they made a statewide law that should be a law everywhere. Just because I have these pants on doesn't mean I know what's in these pockets. I could have just picked these up off the side of the road for all you know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That makes sense. I mean, it makes sense.
Be able to prove that they have to be able to prove that you know you had that on you. Because a million things in this world could happen. A fucking bird could just drop that shit down and fall in my pocket. Like coincidences and shit happen sometimes.
No, it's such a wild scenario. But yeah, it definitely could happen. Like, I mean, shit, nothing's impossible, right?
Real talk.
But not like I always thought that because I remember I was in high school and I was talking to my history teacher or whatever, and then she was talking about how she had a student that got pulled over and in his buddy's vehicle, but he had drugs in the vehicle, so he ended up getting arrested for it. And to me, I was saying like that's fucked, bro. Like that's so fucked. Like that he's got to go to jail because he was just driving his friend's vehicle, which left drugs in the shit. But at the same time, it's like,
they wouldn't in DC, they wouldn't take you to jail for that. They couldn't.
In DC, they wouldn't?
Yeah, unless they can prove, like, we know you had a pound sitting in your lap.
Washington, DC, is that a state? That's not a state, right? That's just a province?
Washington, DC, I don't know if that's a state
or
not. Is that bad?
Nah, because I think it's a province, but it's, like, known as, like, a state damn near. Hold on. Is Washington, D.C. a state?
I think it's up in the top left. But ain't that crazy? That's not even where the White House is.
Washington, D.C.? I think it is, man.
It's not always. Oh, Washington is a state.
Washington is a state, but Washington, D.C. is like on the other side of the country. Like Washington,
that's the whole other side of the country, and that's what threw me. I've always thought that it was up over there, but if
Washington,
you would know, like that's where the America started it over there.
Yeah, like Washington D.C. is over on the East Coast by like Rhode Island, New York, New Hampshire, and all that shit. And then,
but when you hear Washington, that, you think of the East Coast.
Yeah, that Washington,
West Coast when you hear that.
Yeah, because Washington, the state, is over by like Montana and California on the West Coast, just up by Canada.
So when you hear Washington D.C., you don't think West Coast?
I don't, because I've already like.
You already been through that?
Yeah, I've already been through that mind fuck. So
I was thinking that for the longest.
But I don't know if Washington D.C. is a state or a town or a province, and I don't know if
I think it's definitely not a state.
It says the U.S. Constitution provides for a federal district under the exclusive jurisdiction of the U.S. Congress. As such, Washington, D.C., I don't know what any of that meant. It says, as such, Washington, D.C. is not part of any state, nor is it one itself. The Residence Act adopted it on July 16, 1790, approved the creation of the Capital District along the Potomac River. Potomac, Potomac, right?
Yeah. I don't know.
So I'm assuming it's just a province, but I don't really know how to put that into words.
Well,
but
wasn't it
the
like
best
when they gave us the map of the states? Ain't that one of the things we write in?
The map of the states, isn't that the thing we what?
Like you was in school, they give you a blank map of the states, and you got to fill all the names in.
I don't think
Washington D.C. something you write on there.
I don't think so, man.
It's not. So what state is it in?
I think it's just its own little like land. Oh, let me see.
That's what I'm saying. I don't remember no blank spaces on the map when we did it. You know what I'm saying?
But what I'm saying, what state is Washington D.C. in? It's not a state. It's not a district. I think it's just this little section of land, just right. It's in Maryland.
So, it's in Maryland. Maryland is a state. Okay.
Yeah,
Maryland. So I was wondering, like, what were we writing on the map for it then?
Yeah, Maryland's a state, but I guess just this little like half square is cut
like
out.
A reservation, kind of.
Yeah, like something like that. Is. Like the best example I was thinking of is what's that shit? The Catholic place in Italy or whatever.
Oh, them Amishes.
No, not the Amish. It's the Catholic. Man, what the fuck? I want to say cathedral, but I don't think that's the right word. I'm just gonna look up Catholic County.
Catholic County, you said?
Ah, man, I don't know what the fuck that shit's called. I know if anyone's watching, they're gonna be.
What is it? Is it a group of people? Is it a building? Is it a?
It's like a whole. It's like a whole little city inside of a city.
Oh, okay.
Catholic city inside a city. The Vatican. Oh,
the Vatican is a building, ain't it?
No, it's like a whole. It's like just this whole big ass section of just I don't know. This is what I know. This is whatever I think it is.
The Vatican's not one building.
It's damn like a giant ass mall, but just devoted to Catholics.
Oh, and they live there and shit.
Yeah, like I don't know. I think the priests and shit live there. I don't know if people live there, but like it's just like this whole big ass section of,
and it's not a part of the state
of Rome. It's in Rome. A whole big ass part of Rome that is like just its own little country, town, city. I don't really know. I've heard people talk about it and they say it's like amazing to go there. It's like unbelievable. But I've also heard
I wouldn't want to get caught in another country, man. I would feel scared. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I mean, as long as you don't take nothing there, you should be fine.
Human trafficking.
Well, I guess I think America got the worst human trafficking.
No way.
Bro, did you know that women are more abducted than children? That just shows you women don't give a fuck about their safety.
No fucking way.
I swear, I don't know. I've heard that. Hold on. Are women more of traffic?
I guess you would see more women by themselves. You would have more opportunity to grab.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely makes sense, but at the same time, it's like you would just think that.
At the same time, it sounds silly.
Yeah, it sounds so silly. It says, while boys and men are victims as well, most individuals identified as trafficked for both labor and commercial sex are women and girls. For every 10 victims detected globally, 5 are adult women and 2 are girls.
It says, so what? For every 10 women?
For every 10 victims, detected globally, 5 are adult women and 2 are girls. That means that there's 3 that are either men or boys. Which that's not funny. It's not funny at all. Don't get me wrong. It's not funny. It's just kind of comical. It's like, what? No, it's not funny for real. Like, it's sad. It's such a sad situation. Because it's just like, what the fuck?
I'm dead.
You was laughing too, Trick.
That's because you laughed.
Nah. I'm trying to throw me under.
That is crazy. What?
Yeah, no, it blew my mind.
I wonder if any of those are men.
I mean, it said 10 of them, 5 are women, 2 are girls, so that's 7.
Other 3 could be boys, little boys.
Oh yeah. I mean, man, imagine. It has to be
all.
all.
I mean, little boys are getting abducted more than little girls.
I just can't see any man getting abducted unless it's for like slavery. Yeah, which I mean, which other countries do for sure.
But I can't see little boys getting abducted more than little girls, can you?
Oh, yeah, that's a good point, huh? Because that means there'll be 3 boys to 2 girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know. That's stats from American Psychological Association.
That's crazy, dog.
7 in 10 humans trafficking victims are women and girls. I mean, there are some pretty feminine men and shit, like.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's such a.
Could you imagine, like, bro, like, we can walk down the street in the middle of the night and not think nothing of it.
I mean, no, but we do though, because I've thought about that. I've heard women and shit talk about that, but we do. You know, we might not be as scared, but we're definitely
we're not like
cautious.
Yeah, we know we can. First of all, we know nobody wants us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like we know we're not like a prime subject, but we're still, bro. I'll be walking through Price Chopper and shit, like just worried if someone's walking behind me for too long. Not like they're
gonna like fucking throw you inside of a van and like ride off with you.
Yeah, no, that's the last thing that I really think. I don't really think they're gonna kidnap me. I just think they might swing on me, run me over, pull a knife on me, you know, like just something crazy like that. Because I mean, I be thinking that shit all the time, bro. Like if someone starts walking behind me, I start thinking like I just start getting paranoid about this shit. I'm just like trying to like be aware of the shit without trying to make it too known.
I feel that.
But then again, but we do have it easier than women. Like, there's no doubt about it. But at the same time, women...
They got to be scared shitless, bro. Could you imagine being a woman walking down the street in the middle of the night?
You think that, but then you look at all the bitches that go to clubs. It's like, y'all do not give a damn.
They don't give a fuck.
They don't give a damn. They'll get blackout drunk. They'll have nobody but just a couple women around them that are also blackout drunk. And they'll have no ride home.
Don't want to share their location with nigga that fuck with them.
Yeah, dog. It's like I swear this whole feminist mentality is like honestly just caused more trouble for women. Like, cause they just feel like they just feel like they need to be independent about everything, which is fine. Like, yeah, you should be able to feel like you can do everything yourself, but at the same time, like, I'm not gonna put myself in a dangerous situation and not expect like I need some help. Like, if I'm gonna start walking through the hood with like a chain on, I better have a gun on me or something, or like, or something. Like, I just need to be prepared for that shit.
Like, yeah, that would be so stupid. Like, what?
Yeah, like that's just one thing that I think that this feminist shit is just brainwash women into thinking is like, yeah, like, yeah, if it was a perfect world, you should be able to do whatever the fuck you want. You should be able to do whatever the fuck you want. But that's it. We're not in that world. We're not in a perfect world at all.
Yeah, women be so caught up in how the way shit should be. Like, they don't want to look at like what it really is.
Yeah, like, I mean, honestly,
I should be able to walk down the street naked if I want to. You should be able to,
but you can't.
You should. I agree.
It's like saying I should be able to walk. That's like saying I should be able to walk through an African safari with no car. It's like, yeah, I should. I should be able to go pet a lion if I want to, but fuck, I can't.
Like, it's weird people out here, and we know this. So,
yeah, or like I should be able to post my kid in the bathtub for my family to see on Facebook, but I can't because I know there's some weirdo that might see that shit and get off to it. Or I should be able to leave my friend, or I should be able to leave my kid.
I'm not gonna play with him either. I'm not still gonna post it just to see. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make the proper adjustments. I'm not gonna post my kid on there.
Yeah,
these
bro.
Girls still gonna walk outside looking.
Yeah, dog. I be wanting to post my kids all the time, like not naked and shit, obviously, because I know better. But I don't even like posting their face. Like,
you got that fear of weirdos doing shit with weird pictures. Girls have the feeling of weirdos in the streets, but they still go out there and do it. You don't put your son on there for the fact of that.
Yeah,
you know
yeah, bro. But at the same time, bro, they'll do that shit. They'll post themselves on Instagram and shit. They'll post themselves.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
they'll post.
They know the fear is there, but they still do it.
But no, but they'll post
off of what it should be.
They'll post themselves on Instagram doing squats and shit, and they'll try to call out somebody in the background for looking at them. Like, bitch, what do you think the motherfuckers watching the video are doing?
I've seen a video like that.
It's like every single person watching your video right now is watching you do squats. And you're mad that someone walked by and looked at you? It's like, that's what you wanted. That is exactly what you wanted.
That's yeah, bro. Like, what? I don't get it.
Nah, it just blow my mind, bro. It's like,
you can look at me on the internet, not in real life.
Yeah, it's like, that's even worse. You have no idea what the fool's doing behind that screen.
Real talk, bro. What? I didn't think about that.
Nah, that's my major point on that shit. It's like, y'all will post that shit online whenever they can do whatever the fuck they want. No man's gonna pull, well, some men might, but not many men are gonna pull their dick out in the gym and start beating that shit to you doing squats. They will for sure do that online. They will for sure do that online.
Yeah, they will. I'll just smack my shit to a couple IG baddies.
But to give them the benefit of the doubt, though, is like, I mean, really, not. I mean, the more revealing you are, the more people that are gonna do that shit. But you could be clothed like, you could be dressed like a nun, and some motherfuckers probably gonna jack off to you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But I think it's just. But at least then it's like all in their imagination. I said at least then it's all in their imagination, like the creep.
Yeah, real talk. It's like, not like. It's not like if you got candy in the candy jar, but you have it put up in the cabinet, and the kid gets into it, they did out there. But if you leave it just candy just sitting on the motherfucking table and the kid grab it, it's like. Not compared to like no kid and.
Well, yeah, that's. I mean, some feminists gonna get hung up on that, but that's that shit annoys the fuck out of me.
True, bro.
Yeah, facts, bro. Like that's a close ass comparison. Like, yeah. But then
there will be some kids walking by that wasn't even thinking about the candy. But since it's out on the table, you got some motherfuckers that are still great. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, yes, bro.
Like, damn, I wasn't even thinking
bro.
about the candy when it
there's so many ugly bitches that I would never even think about touching. But they showing, and I'm like, let me just see what you were talking about.
Let me DM slide real quick.
Yeah, let me slide in your DMs real quick and see if you trying to give that shit up. But that's the thing though, is fuck, what was I about to say? Damn, I forgot what I was about to say. I know it was about them showing their shit. Oh, it's like I don't know. I think I was going. I don't think this is what I was gonna say. But it's like if I see a bitch just showing herself online, no, okay, I was gonna say this. Like I can see a bitch showing herself online, like showing some skin and shit, but I'm still gonna hit her up just to see what else she's not showing, you know? Just to see like she's trying to show me what she's not showing. But if you just start showing all that shit, bro, it's like, I mean, I guess you don't really, if you're just showing all that shit, I guess you don't really care if motherfuckers get off to you.
Yeah, you can't, bro.
My only hang up on that shit is like, yeah, women should be able to do that. If they don't care, that's fine. But putting the child in that situation to where they have to deal with your choices, that's the thing that pisses me off.
You said now they put a child in there?
Like no, like if you post that shit online, that's one thing. But if you have a child and you post that shit online, that's like, I just think that's foul because now they're gonna have to deal with your choices. They're gonna have to have consequences for your choices. Whether it's their friends bullying them or their friends showing them it or just anything, you know?
Yeah.
Because I've thought about doing porn a lot. And I'm not even playing. I think that'd be the easiest job for me. I thought about doing that shit a lot. But I could never, bro. Well, for one, definitely not now because I have kids. But before I had kids, I knew I wanted to have kids. So I just knew I would never do that.
Yeah, facts.
But women, they just think that shit's all right. I don't know if they think it's all right or they're just lying. Well, not just women, but typically women. They'll do that shit. I don't know if they think it's right or if they just lie to themselves to make them feel like it's right or like what. But it's like, it's selfish as fuck to me. Like Adam 22 is the first thing that comes to my mind whenever I think about that shit. Yeah. It's like you literally filmed a porno with your pregnant wife.
That shit's trifling, bro.
Dog, sick as fuck. With your pregnant. One of the sex tapes was. I mean, it was him. No, it was him. It was him and a girl. So it wasn't like she was getting some other dick inside of her. But at the same time, like it's still like your daughter's gonna have to deal with that.
Like the first thing your daughter is gonna be known for is
your camera's off, by the way.
At young age too.
Your camera's off, by the way.
So she's gonna have to deal with that at a young age too.
Your camera's off. Oh, there you go. Yeah, no, yeah.
That at a young age too. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's probably like elementary school should probably have to hear about it. And if not elementary school, like in elementary school, if the parents start talking around kids and shit, then yeah, she's going to hear about that shit. But middle school or high school, for sure, she's going to hear about that shit. Same with Kim Kardashian and them, bro. Like,
yeah.
Have you seen Kim Kardashian start talking about how she feels like she fucked up and shit?
Yeah, she did.
She did. She really did, bro. She
got a bag out of it though,
bro. Yeah, I mean, she got a bag, but she's single and lonely now. She's never gonna be able to find someone that like Kanye, dog. I think that's one thing that bitches don't understand is like no one's gonna be able to love you like your first baby daddy.
That's what she said she fucked up on.
Yeah, she was fuck, I can't remember. It was a while ago, but she made plenty of comments like just insinuating that she fucked up, and I think she's made a video talking about how she,
Like she fucked up for leaving Kanye, or
yeah, like about how she fucked up for
making videos.
No, not for making videos for Kanye.
Oh, okay.
She will never accept the fact that she's fucked up for making that sex tape. I mean, she would have bro. She'd be $999 million less rich if she didn't make that sex tape.
That's what I thought you were talking about at first. That's why I said she got a bag out of it.
Oh, no, I was talking about her and Kanye splitting. Like, she's never gonna be able to find someone like Kanye, bro. Someone as rich and as famous and as, I would assume, loving. Like, that motherfucker, I mean, as crazy as he is, like, he's always made it known that he cares about his family first.
She's so hung up over Drake, bro.
Yeah, there's someone that's like, bro, Drake kind of fucked up for that, bro. Drake a homewrecker.
Like, bro, they're broke up. Kim K and Kanye broke up, and she's going to Drake concerts, bro.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw her standing that shit. That's wild,
bro,
dog.
That was her mouth.
That dog. Yeah, that would. I never thought about it like that, but yeah, though that's such a slap in the face, especially because they already had beef. They've already been beefing about the shit.
Didn't fucking Pete Davidson? What? Oh my god.
That was the first slap in the face, but that's more like, oh, you're fucking the cornball, yeah, like. But then she goes on to go to his nemesis. But then she goes on, huh?
You're letting him talk crazy to me in front of my daughter.
And
my daughter's weird on this. You letting this weirdo talk crazy to me?
Yeah, and he got his kids tattooed on him. He got Pete Davidson. He got their kids' names tattooed on him.
No,
I swear to God. I swear to God. Hold on. Pete Davidson.
And what's crazy is the kids are gonna be interviewed about this type of shit.
No, them kids are fucked, bro. Them kids are fucked, dog. There's no way.
This is gonna be like our first generation of kids raised by like social media day celebrities, huh?
I don't know, bro. Did you see all that shit going on with T.I.'s son?
Yep.
Bro, them
like this is our first generation of it. Our first generation of kids raised by social media stars.
Social media stars and also like rich social media stars, like.
Yeah.
Like, but because like the only
where we're getting
if I mean I don't know about Eminem's daughter and shit. I know Snoop Dogg's son. He don't really seem like he's on that shit. But Shaq, I know Shaq. He's really vocal about how strict he is on his kids. It's like, this is my money. This is not your money, like at all. Like, if you want any money, you gotta work for that shit. If Shaq's kids turn into fucking spoiled brats, I have zero want to be famous ever. Famous or rich. Like, man, like that's the only reason why I want to be rich at all is just so I can give my kids a good life. But if that's how they're gonna turn out, no, they can struggle a little. Not struggle, but they can go through the ringers, you know.
Yeah.
It says did Pete Davidson get a tattoo for Kim K? It says his collarbone and neck area are completely bare of small odes to Kim and her family. Includes the infamous my girl is a lawyer and the KNSCP initials, as well as the lowercase Aladdin and Jasmine, reference to their SNL preference or appearance. I don't know what any of that means.
Me neither, but I said damn.
I'm gonna look at Pete Davidson get Kim K.
The kids' names? No way, bro.
I might have just got swindled by the mainstream media because
it showing up.
Yeah, it ain't showing up now. But I know for a fact I saw that. I must. That's the problem. That's the problem with that shit nowadays, bro. You literally have to look up every single thing you fucking hear.
And then you're not even gonna be able to believe videos no more. You're gonna think it's AI.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
But bro, there's this TikToker, you were talking about tattoos. And like people, he got hella tattoos all over his face and shit. You could tell he came from some shit. He did some shit in life. And like people would talk shit to him in the comments. And like this one lady talked shit. And he went and did like deep research on her and realized that her son was getting taken by CPS. And he was like, you're spending a lot of time worried about me when you need to be worried about getting your fucking son. And then it showed him at a fucking tattoo shop getting the tattoo of her son's face on his leg with like something wrapped around him saying child of the ward of the state or some shit like that. Like then this other dude said something crazy to him and he had a picture of his dying dad on his arm. Oh my God, bro.
So he just kept on getting tattoos of other motherfuckers' loved ones?
That were talking shit on him in the little comments.
See, bro.
Dude is crazy.
That I was about to say, like it's disgusting, but the lengths that he took it is like almost kind of commendable.
Right.
It's like I say it's
commendable.
Yeah, it's almost like damn. Okay.
It's like good shit, dog. Don't put up for that shit. Motherfuckers gonna learn to go fucking with you.
Yeah, man. It's like he done took that shit to a whole nother level.
I'm gonna send you one of his videos when I find it.
Hold on, I'm about to I meant to do this shit like 2 hours ago. I'm about to make a Snapchat of my screen. Hey yo, me. Oh, you gotta be on the screen. Hey yo, me and Brody live right now. We've been live for like an hour and a half. Join our shit. Link right here. Hey yo, now I got it from the leak.
Where you putting that at?
On my Snapchat story for like 10 people to see.
Would have it any other way.
Well, let's talk about Will Smith and Jada Pinkett.
Talk about what?
Let's talk about them.
I want that Jada and that Will love.
Yeah.
And leave the toothbrush at the tree of love.
Bro, I thought about that shit constantly whenever all that shit started happening. It's like, do you really want that shit? I don't think you want that shit.
You ain't seen J. Cole's new interview?
Nah, did he do one talking about that?
Yeah, he did an interview with Lil Yachty.
No, I did not hear about that.
Yeah, he was talking about it.
We got 2 viewers.
He got his first #1 song.
With that?
With Drake right now.
Oh, J. Cole did?
Yeah, him and Drake got a song together. 2 songs, bro.
He got his first #1?
Yep.
That's crazy.
They went crazy in that song. You ain't heard it yet?
No, what's it called?
First person shooter. They went crazy in that.
Third person or first person?
First person.
That's a tough name, honestly.
And they basically going back and forth talking about who's the best alive, him, Drake, or Kendrick.
Is Kendrick on it?
Mm-mm.
That's a tough name, bro. That name is hard as shit.
Facts.
I'm surprised they ain't been used before. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I'm surprised no one used that shit before. That's such a cold name. First person shooter. That's exactly what like that gang shit is. It's like you're a first person shooter.
Real shit.
You said is it by Drake or J. Cole? Gotta be by Drake.
Drake is on Drake's album. And then
that's why it's the #1. That's crazy that he ain't had a #1 yet.
Huh?
That's crazy he ain't had a #1 yet.
I thought he did.
Bro, I would have never thought that he didn't.
I would have thought he had a few.
Yeah, like I thought he had like some #1 albums and shit, like not just even singles.
Real shit.
That's honestly insane to me. There ain't no bro. He's got. They need to make like an all-time list, you know, like not all-time list, a timeless list.
Real shit.
We should do that.
They're missing a category that you can't put in the numbers, like the way a rapper makes you feel.
Yeah, bro. Because they only think about the numbers, bro. They only think about like what's trending, like what's popping. You know, they don't want to think about that longevity. You like that word?
I do. It's
decent. Yeah, they don't want to think about that longevity. Like they don't want to think about like how timeless a song is. I think that's what should determine if a song is good or not. Like Dear Mama by Tupac. That's got to be one of the best songs because it's like the oldest song that's lasted the longest.
And how ended the #1?
That might have been when it first came out, but like,
heck no.
Dear, I mean, probably not because he didn't really catch his fame until he died. But
I wonder if any of his shit went crazy after he died, like went up into the charts. Had to have.
His shit, had to have, man. I think that's how most of his shit is. I mean, but then again, well, I mean, like I was thinking about Young Pappy when I said that, but people still don't consider him to go. But Tupac was like the first. Tupac had to have been probably like the hardest rapper that died at that time. This was before our time, so we might be wrong and shit, but
yeah, I mean, it was him and Biggie, the biggest two.
I think if he wasn't the biggest rapper that died at his time, he was the biggest rapper that died at the peak of rap, like the climb of rap, you know?
Yeah.
Because like
I think
NWA,
rap is dying out, bro.
I don't know, man. I think that
It's
shit gonna
taking over all
stay.
the money right now. It
Huh?
was rap people getting all the. It was rappers getting all the deals and shit. Like it's finna start being streamers getting all the food deals, and they're more brand friendly, and they're making
Yeah,
way more
yeah,
money.
yeah.
All the
But it's not.
McDonald's meals and all that shit. Oh, that's gonna be all streamers.
But I don't think
It's
you can
a tax.
compare that. I don't think you can compare that because that's music compared to entertainment. Like you would never compare like fucking
But
Family
there's only so much
Matters.
money people spend on entertainment. How much time they can spend on entertainment? If people are watching streams, all that time that people were spending listening to music and thinking about rap culture, it's got streaming has to take money from somewhere.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's taking revenue from somewhere, but I don't think it's really like in competition with each other. Like it might be making like a decline on rap and shit. I don't know though because maybe because you heard that new Drake album, he called out a bunch of streamers and shit. Like he was trying to get like some clout off of them. Maybe
Yeah,
he
he did. Yeah,
so
he did.
maybe he peeped the fact that like streaming starting to take revenue from his shit, so he's gonna start talking about streamers and shit. Cause he did that shit with Travis Scott and Ninja.
He shouted them out.
No, like
He went with Fortnite with him.
yeah, when Drake and Travis Scott did Fortnite with Ninja.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, hold up one second. I gotta take a piss.
You got a what?
I gotta take a piss.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay. All good.
Bro, I've had this cold for like a month and a half now. I think I'm dying.
That's the COVID.
Huh?
That's that COVID.
Nah, man, a month and a half. I mean, I guess people lost their smell for a while, but I'm a hard body, you know. I don't take no medicine. What were we talking about?
I forgot what we was talking about.
Fuck. A Drake, J. Cole.
Oh yeah. First person shooter.
Yeah. We was talking about that song, but we kind of trailed off or whatever. But yeah, that shit. That
we
is.
Talking about Dear Mama being the number one.
Yeah, we were talking about how music should be rated on timelessness and not fucking pop culture. Well, I think it should be rated on both because that pop shit, yeah, like it's cool to hear a song that's dope for like the first 100 times, but after that, then it's like, eh. But that timelessness, that should definitely be a metric that people can just look at. The most
facts. They should cut over that.
Like the most played songs compared to their relevancy. Like how long it's been out and like, yeah, I don't know. There's got to be some algorithm that you could put in to figure out if that shit's hotter than some shit that's been out just recently, you know?
Yes, shit.
Like
after all this, you should have data on phones and
your phones. You got your hand over the mic.
AI should be able to tell you if shit's gonna be hot or not by now.
Man, AI's gonna make what's hot. That's a scary thing, bro. I've been honestly scared as fuck about AI.
Like what's the world gonna come to? Are we all gonna live like kings, or we're all gonna be
servants?
Down on our ass?
I think I don't know, man. Like it's such a scary thing. Like just with the way people are programming AI right now, it's not really looking good. But I mean, Elon Musk is trying to do that Neuralink shit to where we're all damn near AI. But I was thinking about that, and that shit's just as scary.
If everything turns to robots, bro, like would our lives get better? Like we wouldn't have to work.
Man,
we have robots.
We'd be depressed, dog. Have you not like? If you don't do anything for a couple months and you're just sitting on your ass, just relaxing, you're gonna get depressed as fuck because you're not doing anything to better your life. Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe you could work on your health and shit, like focus on a diet and maybe
still have family and shit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but it's like the only reason a vacation is fun is because you work 350 days out of the year, so you get 15 days off. Like that's the only reason why the vacation's fun. If you don't work at all, like there's no fun in a vacation. Like if you go to amusement park's fun and shit, but if you go to that shit every fucking weekend, that shit's not fun no more.
Yeah, facts.
Like, cause I was talking to Dalen about that. I was talking about how like it'd be cool to be able to live forever, and he was saying like, yeah, I mean it'd be cool to live forever, but once you've done everything 10 times, like what? Now you're just gonna be wanting to die. Like there ain't no reason to stay alive. You did everything that you wanted to do. Like
a whole lot of shit you didn't want to.
Yeah, and the only excitement about living is accomplishing stuff that you didn't think you was gonna be able to do.
Yeah, facts.
It's like we're such fucking backwards creatures. It's like I mean, I feel the same way about women. It's like they want one thing, but then they don't. Like they'll say they want something and then go for the opposite. So I guess that's just like the same as humans. Period. It's like we want to be able to not have to worry. We want to be able to relax. We want to be able to have anything that we fucking want. But once we get that, then what do we do? Like we have grown through centuries of us evolving to chase what we want, to get what we haven't had. And then once we get there, then it's like what? Like all them millionaires and shit. Like they'll tell you like money doesn't buy happiness. And I do believe that.
Is it because we're already bored as a people? Like
I think it's just because we evolved to have to keep on evolving. Like
animals in the jungle, motherfucking ain't. You know what I'm saying?
But
they blessed, happy to see another day. Every day they happy. Like yeah.
But that's because
we don't have no natural selection out in the real world. Man. We're comfortable. We're safe.
That's because like I mean, not even just animals. Like people living in like third world countries and villages and shit. They're happy whenever they can get food on their table. Like that's their goal, and they have to have that goal every single day. We don't have to have that goal.
Yeah.
If we can't afford food, we can get food stamps. Like if we don't want to work a job and get unemployment,
we're spoiled. Is basically that's why we get everything we want, then we don't want it. We're spoiled.
Yeah, man. I think that's just how we are as a species.
Literally spoiled brats.
Which is why I mean I personally don't want this to happen, but I think it's what needs to happen is like for us like a great reset. Like I think that's just like damn near mandatory. Like just as a species in general, not even just as a human. Like whether you're thinking about trees or something, like
real talk.
Like they need that sunlight, and if they can't get that sunlight, they're gonna find the sunlight. And once they get so much sunlight,
you want to clip the dead leaves off of the plant so it don't kill the rest of the plant.
Yeah, man, it's like every single thing in this world has got something to balance you out. If there's too many deers in one population, a bunch of predators will arise, like wolves and shit, to where they start knocking them out. And then once there's too many predators in a situation, that there's not enough food, so the predators will start killing themselves. And it's like every single thing always tends to balance itself out.
Everything. So why do we think we're different?
Yeah, we can't.
Get balanced.
Yeah, we can't think we're different, man. Like that Graham Hancock shit that I was showing you about how the ancient civilizations and shit. I think they got to their peak, and then that's whenever the world, the universe, whatever it was just like nope, and then wiped them all out.
Real shit.
It's scary to think about, but I mean, it's like I don't know. I've been thinking a lot recently about how there has to be an afterlife, man. Maybe religiously, maybe like reincarnation, maybe I don't really know, but there has to be something, dog, because it just doesn't make sense to me. Like out of every fucking odds that we came against, billions and billions of years, trillions and trillions of circumstances that we could have came into, and yet we are here living in this world in our circumstances. It's like there's no way that we didn't evolve after our life. Like we evolved to where we can talk. We evolved to where we can walk and use tools. We've evolved to where we can build rocket ships and cars. It's like there's no way we haven't evolved enough to make our consciousness expand further than our body. Because, I mean, honestly, our body has nothing to do with who we are.
That's facts.
It just, I don't know, man. That's maybe it's just like denial. Maybe it's just like I'm scared of dying or something. But I just genuinely feel like that's just how it has to be. There's no way that we're just here for no fucking reason. Out of all the universes, all the planets, all the light years and this and that is apparently true from what the scientists say and shit, there's no way that this was on accident.
Yeah, real talk. Out of other combinations that could have happened.
Yeah, like any time, any planet, any universe, Milky Way. Did you see that video I posted on my story?
What was it?
Are you seeing this video right here with my hand waving? You had to be, right?
With your hand waving.
Or am I in the camera right
here? I don't see your video.
Oh, yeah. Fuck. I'm about to send it to you. I'm about to show the camera. Bro, did you know Tosh.0 made a show?
For real?
Yeah, he got his own podcast now. I watched it last night. I stayed up way too late watching it. It's so funny, dog.
Is it good? It's a show or a podcast?
It's a podcast. So iHeartRadio, you know iHeartRadio?
Yeah.
They came to him talking about like, will you do a show and shit? And he was like, no, I'm not doing that. And he said, I'm not doing that if I gotta interview celebrities and shit. I'll do it if I can interview like my wife's gynecologist. So his first I swear his first episode was him interviewing his wife's gynecologist. And then his second interview was him interviewing it says my favorite no-legged sprinter, which is just this like paraplegic Olympian that runs with no legs.
So he's basically doing like his old interviews.
Yeah, bro, it's so funny, dude. It's so funny. Like I don't think I've smiled and laughed as much as I did when I started watching that shit. It's so funny, dog.
Hey, that's a big thing nowadays, bro. When you catch yourself laughing at a video, like, damn, I ain't caught myself laughing in a minute.
Bro, because it's like I grew up on Tosh.0. So that shit was like so nostalgic for me to be able to see, like, I don't know, it just made me happy being able to see him like do that shit with no ties and shit. He started the shit where he showed a clip and he was like typically on my Tosh.0 show, I only got 2 minutes to grill this bitch. But now that I got my own show, I can spend 30 minutes grilling this bitch. Which I mean, he didn't say exactly like that. And he ain't do it, but it was still funny as fuck to me.
Podcast?
Yeah, it's only like an hour long, like 30 minutes to an hour long podcast, where he just interviews people. There's hella cuts and shit into it, so like he'd be cutting hella shit out, but it's so funny, dog. It's so funny. It says Tosh Show, my favorite athlete with no legs. That was his second episode. But he pitched it to them. He was like, no, I'm not doing that show unless like my first guest could be like my wife's gynecologist. And then they let him do that.
That's different. He's different, dog.
Nah, he was asking some serious, not some serious. They was like, I was like, damn, there ain't no way your wife's fine with that.
Talking to who? Oh, the gynecologist?
Yeah, talking about his wife and shit.
Oh, man.
What was I about to show you? Oh, this video. I'm about to send it to you on Snapchat. And then once tell me when you about to open it, and I'm gonna show it to my camera. Cause I don't know how to add it to the video. Alright, I just sent it.
I just got it. I'm opening it.
All right, wait 1 second. All right, tell me when.
No. Oh shit.
Oh, my shit ain't gonna fucking. This the you can't really see it regardless. Well, my camera can't.
Damn. Yeah, I've seen this. How big everything is.
Yeah, dog. Like this is going out like light years at a fucking millisecond. And it just keeps going. Like that's the Milky Way galaxy. Then it
How can
goes
they see
to
this far?
I don't know. That's what kind of blew my mind. Then it goes to all these galaxies. All these galaxies.
But what if we're just
And then it
cells in
goes
somebody's
to
body?
like galaxies of galaxies. And then it goes to just
More.
fucking bigger galaxies of bigger galaxies. It's like crazy as hell.
Man, that's wild, bro. Bro, what if we're just cells in somebody else's body, bro?
That's what that video made me think is like we literally could just be germs. imagine,
Literally.
imagine our germs having houses in our body and shit. Like,
bro,
like there's
what?
somebody in this arm right here, in my right arm, just in my blood cell, just having a podcast with his homie.
Because that's what they communicate, bro. Do you know ants have like when they build their homes, they have study rooms, playrooms, and shit like that?
Yeah,
break
yeah.
room.
Oh, I didn't know. Like, I don't know about study rooms and shit. I knew that they had like their own little like sections and shit.
Yeah, bro. Study rooms, like certified areas for people. It's crazy.
I mean, it makes sense though. It's like there's got to be. Like I was talking to my ex about this. It's like people always want to talk about superpowers. Like we have our superpowers. Like these are our superpowers. They're not super because we're used to this shit. Like we can talk, we can walk, we can build shit, we can think of shit. Like those are our superpowers. A shark can tear up any other animal. That's its superpower. A gorilla can lift a car. That's its superpower. A fucking like all the shit that other animals can do is a superpower. Never
satisfied. We want more.
Exactly. And like if we're looking for aliens, like the aliens are fish and our animals and our plants and shit. It's like we have all of these other life forms and shit. We just ignore them like they ain't life forms because they're not as advanced as us. We're just looking for someone more advanced than us.
And you know what's crazy? If motherfuckers, so say if there was one person that could walk and talk like us, but we were like stuck behind to where we couldn't walk and talk, he wouldn't want no more powers than that. He think he was all powerful. The only reason people want more power now is to be more powerful than the people around.
Yeah. Well, are you talking about like other humans and shit? Because they usually do. They just keep wanting more and more power. Like all the billionaires and shit, they just want more and more power. They just want to feel more advanced. They want to have more than what other people have.
True.
Oh well, not all of them. Like I don't. Maybe Elon Musk is like that. Maybe he's just a really good con artist, but I don't think he's like that.
Bro.
But it's like we're just looking for someone more advanced than us, which is like stupid. It's like have we not seen what we did to people that are less advanced than us? All the animals, we got gorillas in cages right now.
Real shit.
And yet we're trying to find aliens and trying to create
every animal less than us. We hunt, we kill.
Yes, or we put in a cage to look at. And yet we want to fucking find aliens or create AI. It's like it's like we're just waiting for our own demise. We're just waiting.
And the funny thing about AI is AI can only be us to the perfect extent.
Yeah, no, it's gotta be pretty much all of us. It's gotta be pretty much all of us combined into one.
Because that's where it gets its information from, all the books we've wrote, all the, you know what I'm saying?
But it's also got learning. It's also got learning, like solutions to shit, to where it can make connections that we can't make.
But its own only problems are the problems we give it.
Yeah, facts. Like
it's not solving problems outside of motherfucking the galaxy because we're not putting those inputs in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like it would
it's only as all of us put together.
Yeah, it's only able to make solutions to problems that other individuals have that can't connect on. Like a scientist connecting with a religious person. It's like you can't get these two to connect on anyone because you can't find the common ties, but an AI could for sure do that.
Or it might be 10 connections that need to be made.
Yeah. But
it's like all information at the end of the day.
Facts.
It's just sorting through it a lot faster. a lot more efficiently. So that's why when people say if we take AI and you put that in your head, are you even yourself anymore?
That's what
You
I was
still
saying.
are.
That's yeah,
Because you're
but
going to be solving your own problems. You know what I'm saying? You're not going out solving everybody. You're still going to live life. Everybody's going to be on the same level again. It's going to be relative.
that's what I was saying though earlier. Is like, yeah, it seems like that would be good, like to where we could all be way smarter and think better. But if we're using a
It's going to be
chip,
the same.
but if we're using a chip to make us feel that way, we're all gonna have the same thoughts and the same ideas.
Because at the end of the day, bro, we doing exactly what AI would do for us now. We're just doing it at a long pace. When you want to learn something in law, bro, you have to go to the library and take years to study it.
Yeah.
Basically now with AI, if you want to learn something in law, you just learn it 10 a million times faster. But you still have to pick what you want to learn, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I think
make your own way.
I think that could be a downfall too, though. Is like if you're just downloading stuff that's already known, you're not gonna have no ideas of your own or thoughts of your own.
But that's what we do in regular day life. Everything in your head is something you've downloaded that wasn't your own.
Yeah, but we're able to like ponder it. Like we're able to think about it without pretending like we know it, you know? Like I think not knowing something is what makes people want to know something, to make them think about the ins and outs of it.
But there's still questions we don't have answers to. So you think as soon as we get AI, all questions will be answered?
I don't think all questions will be answered, but I think it'll just be really hard to think about something that isn't answered whenever everybody else is already thinking about the same thing. Like I don't really know how to explain what I'm saying. It's like
they're not thinking about the same thing though. They're thinking about their own path in life and what they're downloading. It's just like real life, but it's just sped up.
See, if that's the case, is to where it's not like,
because you're still picking what you're only gonna have a certain amount of a memory base. You're not gonna be able to literally download the whole world.
See, like this shit's breaking my brain right now, even trying to think about it. It's like, because I get what you're
only gonna be able to download so much.
I get what you're saying, but if you already have all the information that you need, how are you going to be able to think of anything that you don't need? If you can just think about it and learn it.
Because there's new situations that people will need answer to. There's going to be a whole world. We're going to solve so many problems, and so many problems are going to open up. Then we're going to eventually be trying to figure out how do we get to the speed of light, and how do we, all of us are going to be focusing, all the big problems that are big now are going to be little problems that all of us are going to be trying to work on.
That shit just seems like such a headache, bro. Just thinking about that. Like thinking about how fast your mind's going to be working.
Fixing global warming would be like some old lady going out in her garden and just fixing up the leaves in the back type shit. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna be massive elevated type shit.
That just seems like such a headache though, bro. Just thinking about how fast your brain's gonna be moving. Like my brain's hurting right now. Dog. My brain's hurting right now just thinking about it. Like thinking about how fast I'll be able to just like, you know.
Bro, I've never thought about it how we just talked about it. That's crazy.
Nah, me neither, bro. Like that, like but that's crazy though. Is like
it's unfathomable.
It's unimaginable. Like you will not be able to think about what the fuck this shit's gonna do, because like it's all pretty much like folklore right now. It's all just rumors and shit about like what might be possible.
I just think it's all gonna be the same as it always is. Everything we've learned about our history going years back, it's always been the same people, same jealousy, same this, same that. It's just going to be on a different scale. It's always relative.
I think if we don't get some billionaires.
It's just like when you're broke and then you get hella money, you're the same person, you're just amplified. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But then it's like, but then again, it'd be like you're broke and then everybody and you gets a lot of money. Then it's like y'all are still just broke.
Yeah, real shit. Yeah, fact. We're all still gonna be broke.
Yeah, y'all might have more dollars, but you're still gonna be broke.
Yeah,
but I don't think that'd be the same thing. I think that it would be beneficial, but then I don't know, bro. I just feel like you need that. I just feel like you need like a human brain to be able to think about things that you don't know. Because like if you talk to like a really educated person, they feel like they know everything, and you can't tell them.
How do you find the answer? But today, how do we find the answers to the shit we don't know? We go read a library book, right?
No, we go to Google, but Google be lying.
With Google, but basically it used to be the library. You go to the library, it got a little bit faster. Now we got the library in the palm of our hands. Now we're just going to have the library in our head, and we're just going to be able to go to it faster.
Maybe, man. Yeah, I can see that too. Like, Like
Because all it
we'll
is the phone
find
in your head.
we'll find some shit and we'll think like, well, I just don't know because
We'll
I
never
was
know more than we don't know more, bro. All the information we know is all the information we're gonna have until we explore new shit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's all the information we'll have until we can think quicker, until we can connect the dots quicker. For
And then
sure.
there's gonna be more information to be found. You know what I'm saying? So we're
Yeah,
always
yeah,
gonna
yeah, yeah,
elevate.
yeah,
We're just
yeah, yeah.
gonna elevate exponentially faster.
But with AI, bro, like those ideas that we didn't have in the connecting the dots quicker is gonna be like a fucking snap or quicker.
Yeah,
like, bro, I could download like a whole 2-hour video in a minute, and on my computer.
It's gonna be. We've never, even when cell phones dropped, we didn't see a snap that's gonna be as quick as this snap, bro.
Yeah, bro, like it's crazy as fuck. I could send a video to somewhere in India right now, and they'd get it right now.
Yeah.
Like all this shit's crazy, bro. Like it's honestly, I don't know if it's scary because it's like overwhelming, or if it's scary because it's like there ain't no way like this is just how shit should be.
That's crazy. Yeah, real shit.
Like, cause like you know how I've told you about my Elon Musk theory about how he might be the Antichrist.
Yeah.
And then he's trying to put a Neuralink in people's head. The mark of the beast.
Real talk. I'm just scared of how it could control people.
Bro, it's like I genuinely like Elon Musk. I genuinely do. I think he's like our only hope. But at the same time, that's what the Antichrist is supposed to be. And then he's trying to make it to where we go to another planet and populate shit, which is like, it just seems like a sin. Like we're leaving Earth, like the place that God made for us, if we're talking biblically. And then he's trying to put a chip in our head to where it makes us smarter and communicate without any words, which is like the mark of the beast.
You know the story of Babylon? The story of the Tower of Babylon?
Yeah.
The story in the Bible where all the world got together and we all used to speak the same language in the Bible. And
until we built too tall, and then God struck us with lightning and made us all speak different languages and different races.
Yeah, we was trying to build a tower up to the heavens. So what, bro?
Yeah, that's
and we're trying to go up again.
That shit stuck with me, bro. That's why I be thinking about that shit with Elon Musk. He was like we're going into space now.
AI is basically gonna be us all speaking the same language again.
Yeah, dog. It's scary, dog.
It seems like the first going through a reset.
Like the first thing that scared me with this whole Neuralink shit is like the fact that we might get our brains hacked. But I think it's even more. I think it could be even worse than that.
Yeah,
like
that's the scary part, bro.
That is the scary part. But I think it could be even worse than that. Like the fact that we all just think as one. That's scary. Like we have no identity anymore.
Be good though.
No, we can't be we'll all be the same people.
What is identity now? What have we done with identity though? We've done nothing but tear each other down with identity.
We might have, but we're still us. Like I would hate to be someone that I despise.
I would love to know that I'm walking down the street and the person walking by me knows that whatever is best for me is what's best for him. You know what I'm saying? Because we one, like, okay, I want what's best for him because what was best for him is what's best for me. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean that sounds good and all, but at the same time, who's to say it's gonna be like that? I think if we just get smart enough, I don't know, bro. I don't know how the whole chip in your brain would work, but I just feel like it would just rewire everything to where everybody just starts thinking the same. Like you can learn anything in half a second and be smart as fuck. There's a lot of dumb motherfuckers that don't need to be smart as fuck. Like, they're really.
But there's still gonna be more shit to learn. Just think about it. When we have all the knowledge, there's gonna still be new shit to learn, and people are gonna have their own archives of shit they figured out themselves. And you know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be. It's gonna restart. Now motherfuckers are gonna have knowledge that other motherfuckers don't have because they can figure shit out.
Are we not gonna be able to have it? Because like I mean, from the sounds of it, it sounds like we could just download that shit. So if someone comes on a new discovery, we just download
somebody else's shit. You couldn't download it from somebody else's shit.
Bro, imagine having to put a memory card in your head. Like having to plug some shit in the bag. Put a backpack on.
What if your shit fucking die how they did back in the day?
Really though, you just turn into a vegetable. I had to ask someone to turn your ass on.
Oh, fuck no.
Nah, that shit really do scare the fuck out of me, man. And the shit's moving so quick in the direction. And I do be blaming myself a lot because I had kids in this shit. And I don't feel like that's fair to them. It's like, I wish they could have, I mean, if this shit started happening with me right now, I'd be fine with it because I mean I already live a decent life, you know. I've already learned the things I need to learn. If shit gets sideways, then I lived my shit. But my kids, they didn't get to witness that shit, and I feel really bad for that.
What's crazy? Your parents said that. Your parents said that about their kids. Your parents,
but eventually, one of our generations is gonna be right.
Real shit.
like I'm just knocking on wood. It ain't ours. Yeah. Well, even though I don't want my grandkids and my great grandkids, I don't want none of them to go through that.
So what? Just don't even give them the chance to experience the good in it.
I don't know, man. It's such a lose situation.
Yeah.
Like lose to where you don't have kids and you don't get to experience that, or lose to where you do have kids and they go through hell. Like that's one thing. Like with the World War III shit going on, I was really paranoid at first, and then I started to realize I'm 26 years old. Like, I might get drafted, but I'll be late. And
real shit.
Which is selfish as fuck. I know it's selfish as fuck. I feel wrong for feeling that way, but it do give me a sense of relief to realize like I'm not gonna be the first one to go. Like it's gonna be the 18, 19, 20 years old, which I feel empathy for, and I don't think they should have to go through that shit either. But knowing that it won't be me first, like lowers my tension a little bit. But who knows how long that war might go on? Who knows what that war might bring? And my kids gonna have to go through that shit. If I survive or not, they're gonna have to go through that shit.
Then again, you might want to fight. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, bro. If it came down to it, if it came,
America, but
yeah, I'll fight for my family. I'll fight for my friends. I'll fight.
And that's the only reason I would fight for America.
Yeah, just for
my family and my friends live here.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I would fight for that shit. But any other reason, like, no, bro. Like, I'm not about to go fight for some old man fighting because he wants to have a bigger ego. Like Joe Biden is the last motherfucker I would ever want to even. I wouldn't if that motherfucker talked to me, I wouldn't even talk back. Like there's no reason at all that I would ever want to fight for that fool. He's a fucking lame, man. And the fact that I'm gonna have to go to World War III. The fact that I'm gonna have to have nukes dropped on my homeland because this motherfucker's in power, like, that shit irritates me to no end.
He can't even ride a fucking bike, but he want me to go fight a war.
Dog, yes. But the only sense of relief that I have is the fact that my kids are so young that they can't fight unless the war lasts forever. Or that I'm getting kind of old to where I'm not drafted first, which if I'm drafted, then I'm drafted. I'll probably go to jail instead. I'm not about to fight for this bitch. Unless they start dropping nukes, which is another problem. Like, if they start dropping nukes, that's still a problem for my family. It's like, I don't know. What blows my mind.
I'm not even here for him.
Yeah, but what blows my mind is the fact that they have so many things outlawed in the Geneva, what's that shit called?
Convention.
Is that what it's called?
Geneva
I thought it was conference. Geneva
Convention. You know how to spell Geneva?
Nope.
Geneuva.
You are right. Geneva. G what?
Geneuv.
No, Geneva.
Oh, there's no.
Yeah. Why don't you calm down, spelling bee? But the Geneva. You was right on Geneva Conventions. Yeah, the Geneva Convention is crazy. They got.
What is that?
They got stuff like, well, from before I look it up, they got stuff like toxic gas. Your camera's off, by the way.
I'm right here.
Oh yeah, okay. They got stuff like toxic gas, like gas warfare outlawed, landmines outlawed. I don't know what else, but I know those two, like, because they were just so detrimental to everybody, and they was terrible. And the landmines was outlawed because people they would lay them and they would never go pick them back up. So people in the Middle East are still walking over landmines from like World War II. It's like,
no,
I swear, like they'd be like some motherfuckers would be walking and just step on a fucking landmine and blow the fuck up.
Damn, that's crazy.
Damn.
So that the Geneva Convention is like what took away chemical warfare and shit.
Yeah, it was like a treaty, but beyond about all the countries. I don't know about all the countries. It was.
So if we can make rules on war,
yeah, bro, that's how it was.
Go to war then.
Bro, you think Britain
that sounds
was
like a sport?
No, that's how it was. Like that's. I mean, I think Britain kind of set the precedent to where they was doing that, like marching a line shit and shoot, and then go to the next line and shoot. You know.
Like it was a game?
Like it was just more about principles and etiquette. Like manners.
Bro. If you can make rules on war, then what are we fighting for? Like,
yeah, I mean, that's because I swear the military industrial complex, like the motherfuckers that make money off this shit, have everybody damn near bribed into doing war with each other.
Yeah, because they're selling to both sides and shit.
Yeah, like they benefit off of both sides. Like that's how the war in Iraq happened. Like I don't know if it's facts now, but it definitely wasn't for the reason why it happened. But it says, what are the war crimes in the Geneva Convention? It says some examples of prohibitive acts include murder, mutilation, cruel treatments, and torture, taking of hostage, intentionally directing attacks against civilian population, intentionally directing attacks against buildings directed to a religion, education, art, science, or charitable purpose. Oh, this ain't really telling me nothing. Okay. What are the 11 crimes against humanity? Crimes against humanity consist of various acts: murder, extermination, enslavement, torture, forcible transfer of population, imprisonment, rape, persecution, enforced disappearance, and apartheid.
Apartheid.
Is that what it is?
Apartheid.
Yeah.
Apartheid. A policy or system of segregation or discrimination of grounds of race. See, that's not what I was looking up. That's not what I was trying to find, though, because I know what I was looking up was like landmines and gas and chemical warfare.
I don't know what that is.
I just found a long ass article that I'm not trying to read, but it said, why is chemical warfare not allowed? The results were indiscriminate and often devastating. Nearly 100,000 deaths resulted since World War I. Chemical weapons have caused more than 1 million casualties globally. As a result of public outrage, the Geneva Protocol, which prohibited the use of chemical weapons in warfare, was signed in 1925. And I know they did the same thing with landmines. Yeah, the Geneva Protocol. I'm gonna look that up and see if it gives me a better. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I could probably find it if I kept looking, but I'm not about to just sit here and keep reading shit. But I know it's like a treaty against most countries, if not all countries, about stuff that's allowed in war. I mean, that's how there was like a protocol to war before the American Revolution and shit. I think I might be wrong on this. About like they all stood in line to like fight the shit, but the Americans that moved here from England or whatever country or whatever, they knew they could not win that way. So then they started doing guerrilla warfare, which was like hiding behind trees and shooting from the side, and you know, like a bunch of like sly shit instead of just walking in front of each other and shooting and hoping you survived, which I think is the craziest. That's the craziest way to fight anybody. I'd rather get into a fist fight than have to stand. That's damn near a slap competition. Like,
Real shit.
Like I'm walking in front of you and just letting you do your thing first, and then I'm gonna take my turn. Like, no. Hell no.
Real shit.
Well, let me defend myself or something. I'm not really gonna stand here. Imagine being on the front line in those times. That had to be the worst job. The front lines. Like, cause I don't think you just get to be on the front line, shoot, and then run to the back. Cause if that was the case, then yeah, I might take that. But if it was the front line, you gotta stay in the front line, like you are for sure dying. There's no way you're not dying. And if you didn't, you need to buy a scratch off.
Real shit.
But all right, bro, you getting tired?
I'm updating my notes
Oh, okay.
because he been up all night, so I got to update that he was up.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm up. Need to go grab my pipe. I'm about to go grab my pipe real quick. You trying to just chatter?
Chatter.
Yeah, just chatter.
Chatter.
Hey,
What's up?
I really fuck with this podcast. I ain't gonna lie.
What's up?
I fuck with it just because it's like whenever I be doing it on my own, I be feeling nervous as fuck. But not like I did be feeling uneasy. I don't want to say nervous because I don't know. Maybe nervous, but I fuck with it. It's like
Just talking and chilling.
Yeah, just talking and chilling.
Real shit.
Cause I mean, regardless, like even though we're on live and shit, I feel like this is just like a regular conversation we would have. I mean, maybe we gotta keep some shit out. Like maybe we've kept some shit to ourselves that we just couldn't say because we're on live. But usually this is how we would just talk.
Facts.
Without like names and.
I really forgot we was online half the time. They kept.
Yeah, dog. Same. I like that.
I had to keep reminding myself.
Cause I've been like I said, I've been talking. I've been watching I've been listening to Joe Rogan and Duncan Trussell conversations, and he be saying every time at the end of it, he's like, "Yeah, bro, I love this shit. Like, you bring out something in me that nobody else can bring out of me. No homo." But for real though, it's like it's just so easy to talk, and that's what he be saying. It's like just so easy to talk to him.
Yeah, real talk, bro.
Shit don't feel forced. It just feels like just flowing.
Yeah, facts. That's what makes a good podcast too.
Yeah.
Two people who can vibe and it don't feel forced. Cause I hate watching, bro. It's so many people doing podcasts. But you watch some of that shit, it just be like, bro, like I can tell y'all ain't even cool.
Yeah, dog. That's the only thing. Like, that's the only reason. That's the only thing that really like turned me off the podcast. It's like everybody got one now. But
Real
I mean,
talk.
the thing is, like, that's. Well, I mean, I guess that's the same thing with other people too. Is like it's not really their whole identity.
No.
So it's really just more for like people that just like to listen to this shit. Cause like Joe Rogan, he got his comedy and shit. Fucking.
Because there's so much money in it. Because people just let your podcast just play and play and play, and that just brings revenue.
Facts, bro. I don't even know how many times I done fell asleep to a podcast.
And it's just playing.
And woke up to like some 10-minute ad.
But you don't do that with people's music though, which is crazy.
Like they be putting ads on adult podcasts like they do on children's shows.
No.
Like, yeah, like they be putting like 10-minute, 20-minute, 30-minute ads on this shit because they know motherfuckers might have fell asleep.
Oh, but you can skip it though.
Yeah, but they do that shit to kids podcasts too. Not podcasts. They do that to kids shows too because they know that they're either not watching or they can't press skip.
Oh, and it makes them watch the ad.
It makes them watch the whole 30-minute to an hour ad, dog. I don't know if I woke up.
What do they get from that?
They get more money. If you play an hour-long ad and they watch 100% of the hour-long ad, it's gotta be crazy money.
Damn, it probably is, huh?
It's gotta be.
Bro, and that's just them programming your kid. Like, I'm gonna.
That pisses me off, bro. Like, the amount of times that I saw that I walk into my son's room and there was like a 20, 30-minute add-on, sometimes an hour, even longer add-on.
It makes you just want to buy YouTube Premium.
It pissed me off because, like, y'all are, like, using my kid as a puppet. Like, it's like, my kid's in here watching some Michelin commercial for an hour long for no fucking reason. Whenever he was supposed to be watching some shit for my kids, like, there should be no ads on there should be no ads on kids' videos at all.
Especially for something that's, I can see if it was like an establishment. I walked in your establishment. This is online. Like,
yeah, like, yeah, bro. Like, I'm clicking on a video to watch somebody that they created. Which, I mean, I guess they do choose or not if there's ads or not on it. But it's like a child. They can't even press skip. It just seems evil as fuck.
It's fucked up that they put 30-minute ads on there. Like, if they just kept it regular ads, okay, I understand that. Which you put 30-minute ads is crazy.
Yeah, yes. It's fucked up because it's like they finesse my child, which is just evil. And then they finesse the ad buyer, which is fucked up too.
Yeah, because they tell you, like, all right, you don't want us doing that to your child, buy YouTube then.
No, it's like them telling
YouTube.
No, it's like them telling the ad supplier, the person that's paying for the ads to be presented. It's like, well, we had this and this presented to these kids, and they watched it for so damn long.
If you have YouTube, if you have YouTube Premium, you don't get ads.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It forces the parents. If you don't want your kids to get fucking mind controlled, then buy it.
Yeah, it works in their favor both ways, man. It's like
extortion.
I don't even know. Yeah. I guess extortion be the best word.
You're protecting. How are you protecting me from the threat, and you're the threat?
Right.
That's exactly what extortion is.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I just think
they'll just say, "Don't let him use YouTube. Don't let him use it." What? It's like saying, "Don't let him get a phone." Like, what? You got to.
I just think it's fucked up. Not because everywhere. I just think it's fucked up. Not because not because I think kid YouTubers should get paid less, but it's like it incentivizes people to just make kid YouTube videos because it gets paid more. Like, you get paid way more for making a child YouTube than you do for adult YouTube.
I fucking bet, because child YouTube's just play and play and play.
Yeah, and then you can also advertise, and then also advertising can put their videos on your shit, and then also you can make as long as ads as you want. It's like it's damn near blackmailing people into being a kid YouTuber. Like, one of the most famous kid YouTubers right now is Blippi.
Yeah, he's weird, bro.
He's weird, and you want to know what made him? Well, you want to know what one of his first videos was?
What's that?
He was shitting on his friend's chest for a Harlem Shake.
For the kids channel?
Not for the kids channel. Just that was on the same channel. I don't know about it. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't the same channel, but he did that shit first.
Like, he rebranded himself and redid some what?
Yeah, one of his first viral videos was he shit on his friend's chest during a Harlem Shake. Like, literally shit on his friend's chest for a Harlem Shake. And then he went on to be Harlem Shake is that shit to where it's like the beat's going crazy, and then everyone's dancing, and it stops, and then everyone pauses.
And then he shit on his friend's chest.
Yeah, look up Harlem Shake. You might know what it is. You might have been locked up for that shit, though, honestly.
Harlem Shake. Well, I've heard of Harlem Shake.
It was viral. It was probably one of the first 100 things that went viral as a challenge before TikTok and shit.
Oh, okay.
The first 6-function multi-pool tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck.
Is that an ad?
Yeah. He's just watching his walking videos. People walk the streets of like Taiwan and shit for hours.
You're
And
patient?
just record. Huh?
You're patient?
Yeah.
That's what's
Yeah.
up. See, bro, I mean, that's what I be saying. Like, there's literally an audience for everything.
Yeah, bro. This dude is walking in the rain.
It's like
In,
he's
Taiwan or
literally just
something.
walking.
Yeah, just walking. He don't talk or nothing. You just hear the sounds of outside.
That's crazy, bro. It
Just
makes
walk
sense.
and
It makes
look.
sense on why it's a channel, though. It's like,
You can be there without being there. Eventually, that's gonna
yeah.
be a VR thing.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's such a smart thing to even get into, man.
Real talk.
Like, there's some things that I be thinking is like just dumb, but it's like you can't even knock it. Like, that's so smart.
And you're getting your workout in.
Yeah, like you're getting
You
your
don't have to
workout in, you're
expose
getting your
yourself.
vacation in. All you gotta do is just hold your phone up the whole time. That's
You
just
get
so
money.
genius.
And you don't have to record yourself being extra.
Yeah, you get money enough to pay for your next vacation. It's like so genius. I be feeling the same way about the kids channels and shit. I just couldn't do that. I just couldn't take advantage of like a kid.
Kids like that.
Yeah. Cause I know Kato would like it, but I'm not gonna let him do that shit till he's like 14, 15, if that. Like I still feel like that's too early.
To let him get online.
Yeah, to let him get online and start posting and shit.
Well, by the time he's 14 and 15, it's gonna be times is gonna change a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure. But if he wants to do that shit still, he can still do it. All I'm saying is I just don't want to.
What's gonna be crazy is other people are gonna be able to put them like people like what said earlier. People are just walking up to people recording nowadays.
Yeah.
Like, bro, don't just walk up to me recording me. What if I don't want to be online? Like, that shit's crazy to me.
If they start recording me, I don't care. But if they start recording my kid, I'm gonna fight them.
Yeah, like, bro, like, what is it?
That should be a legally allowed thing.
But you're in public.
Yeah, I know, but that should be illegal, bro. If you start recording my kid, that should be a fucking
And then especially on a TikTok, you're getting paid for.
It should at least be illegal. If I can't fight you for this shit, it should at least be illegal.
New real shit. If I can't fight you, facts.
No, that's bro. Like you're recording my kid. Like that's weird as fuck.
No, that's fact.
Like that's some shit that you need to go to prison for, or get your ass whooped, or both. Like I think if you start recording someone's kid intentionally, like you put that shit in their face or in their personal area and shit, you should be allowed to whoop their fucking ass.
Real talk.
The sad thing is I don't even think it's a fucking law, which it should be. I wonder what I genuinely believe like people could probably just walk up and record your kids because it's public area, right?
Yeah, they can.
Because you can do that with a regular person. Like that's fucked. I never thought about it like that because I've always thought about it from just like people recording other adults and I'm like, oh, you're a baby for crying about it.
Yeah.
But if they did that to my kid, that's a whole different story.
That is crazy.
That's
I have recorded some kids while I was out, like they was doing some funny shit, just staring at me or something.
Oh man, that's different though. I'm talking about like
just walking up to you and
yeah, I'm talking about like in a like yeah, or like a sexual way or like that way to where they just walk up and they just take a video while they're walking by like that. That should just be That shit just creepy as fuck. But that's the thing though, is like there's such a it'd be such a fine line between the shit because like you were saying, you've done that shit to where you're just recording someone because they're being funny.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, you might just be arrested for the shit. Or you just make it to where it's like a foot limit or like I don't really know. I don't really know how you would do that.
That's why I hate, that's weird.
That's why I be feeling like empathy for these motherfuckers in power sometimes because it's like obviously you probably don't know what the fuck to do, except for Joe Biden, because that motherfucker, he don't know what to do right. Motherfucker, stupid.
That's fuck.
It's embarrassing,
I
honestly,
don't even
having
know
him
how
as...
he became president.
Huh?
I don't even know how he became president.
Dog, me neither. It's embarrassing. It's so embarrassing that motherfucker's our president. And I thought about like, if we ever get taken over, I'm just gonna be like, yo, that is not my president. Like, just take me. I'll learn your language. I don't care. Let me and my family be safe. Like, come on.
Yeah, I'm just trying to chill.
But I heard this story about Genghis Khan. You know who Genghis Khan is?
Yeah.
He would do the same thing. He would take over villages and shit, and he'd leave the commander or chief or whatever alive. And he would ask them. He would be like, "You want to be part of the army?" And they would say, "Yeah." And he would slit their fucking throats for being a traitor.
What the fuck?
That's so smart, though. Cause like you ain't even weak. You ain't even strong enough to stand for your nation.
Yeah.
You want me to think you're gonna be strong enough for me? No. That's some thug shit, dog. That shit gangster as fuck. To fucking ask someone. Huh?
That is hard.
That's so hard. To be like, hey, you trying to fight for me? Yes. It's like that.
Yeah.
And what they would do to royalty, what they would do to royalty is that since they thought they were so high and mighty, is they would lay them down, they would stick planks of wood on them, and they would stick their tent on top of them, and they would eat on top of them while they suffocated to death.
No.
I swear.
Damn.
That's wild, huh?
They was not fucking around back in the day.
Dog, yeah. Because I heard this shit from Joe Rogan about all the shit I just told you. So I mean, it could possibly be wrong, but usually whenever he don't know about some shit, he tells someone to Google it. So I mean, it could be wrong, but regardless, he said all that shit, but he was saying like all this shit was around the same time as like Roman shit got took over. So his theory on it is that 12,000 years ago, BC or whatever, the world just got wiped out by like comets. Just like I just wiped the fuck out. And the only motherfuckers that survived were the most brutal motherfuckers. They would do anything to survive. They would do anything to rebuild their civilization. Which is how the Mongols came about. Which is where Genghis Khan and them came from. And while Rome was going through this like little advanced civilization because they was getting taught lessons by the smart people that survived the comets, the Mongols came along and was just savages, and they just didn't give a fuck about nothing. And so they came through this shit, just tore down Rome, killed everybody inside except for anybody that they saw was valuable, and that's the situation that happened. That was the end of the
Roman Empire.
Like the Roman Empire, but also the advanced civilizations, is because like these motherfuckers were the ones that were smart enough to like obtain the shit and learn it and go on with it. But these fucking barbarians didn't care, and they just came through and killed everybody and put us all back down thousands of years in the past. At least that's what I got from the few conversations that I've heard with him talking to Duncan Trussell. Because he's brought it up a few times, but like it makes sense though. Because like if that was to happen, like if a global catalysm was gonna happen to where it wiped out 90% of the Earth, 10% of the Earth would be fine. They would still be going about their life trying to make shit work, while the other 90% would probably dwindle down to like 10%. But it would like grow up exponentially because it was just like that was what they was made to do. They was made to breed. Like they don't have nothing else to do other than fucking make others. So then they did that shit, made warriors and killed, and they had to go against the elements. They had to fight against wolves and bears and tigers and whatever the fuck they was where they was at. So they had to grow up through that rugged shit. While these other motherfuckers was living in cities with walls around the shit, just being little angels. They ain't had nothing to worry about. And these fucking rugged motherfuckers get to a population big enough to where they can travel enough to where they see these towns and they're like, oh, I'm about to take every single thing that they got. And they run through that shit and slaughter everybody because none of these motherfuckers have no self-defense shit. They don't know how to live on their own. They don't know fucking shit. And that's how we stayed as barbarians for so long until the whole world caught up with us.
That's crazy.
I mean, that's just, it makes so much sense to me if you think about it like that. I don't know if fucking like asteroids and shit hit or not, but if asteroids did hit and they did do what I said, there ain't no way shit didn't plan out like that. But there had to been just some rugged ass motherfuckers that did not give a fuck about shit. They came into this town of peace and love that just came through and destroyed them.
That.
Like, bro, how many motherfuckers? What's the U.S. population that's in prison right now?
I don't know. It's something crazy, like 11 million or something.
U.S. population in prison. The U.S. prison population was 1.2 million at year-end 2021.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So that's, I mean, it's not like crazy, but that's a lot of motherfucking prisoners, bro. And that's just the motherfuckers that are locked up. like if push came to shove, you know how many motherfucking regular civilians would turn into criminals just like that?
Hell no.
Like if it came down to your life or my life, bro, over 50% of America would choose their life over your life.
Oh yeah.
Over for sure. And that's being so generous. So
Yeah.
like if the whole world just collapsed, bro, everybody would just be killing everybody. It wouldn't even matter. You could be in a whole safe bunker. You just survived a nuclear bomb and a motherfucker will be busting your shit trying to kill you.
Yeah.
And they don't bust in your shit, they're gonna bust through the window and you're gonna die by nuclear radiation. It's like people will go crazy as fuck if the world ended. Like, just look at COVID. Shit didn't even happen and the world damn near ended.
Yeah. I think I'm about to call it a night, fam.
Yeah, I was about to ask if you was tired.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. We can do this some other night.
Yeah, I work tonight too.
All right, yeah. I think I might got some plans tonight, but Wednesday or Thursday night, I should for sure be able to do this.
Okay, bet. I'm down, fam.
We gonna see.
All right, love one.
Love, bro. Hey, deuces, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed this little podcast with me and my homie SelfMadeDaDon 1. Yeah. I don't got a little outro yet, but that's the outro. So, say deuces.